Hi guys, and welcome to our Los Angeles English School YouTube channel. My name's Helen. I'm head teacher here at Los Angeles English School. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to get notified of all our upcoming lessons, make sure to hit the bell icon as well. So today we have Sunday, and on Sundays here on our YouTube channel, we have lessons for beginners and elementary level learners. If you happen to be a learner of a different level and you may find this lesson boring, then you can check our schedule because we have different levels and lessons on different days. And you can see our schedule on the banner of this YouTube channel. But if you'd like to, you are very welcome. And today we're going with you to learn how to give directions and how to ask directions in English. So let's get started. All right, so I hope that now you see me and it's our presentation. And first, guys, before we actually learn how to ask directions and how to give directions, let's take a look at some places in the town that we can go to. And maybe we will need to ask directions to these places, or we will need to give directions to these places. Be active. I encourage you to type your answers in the chat box, communicate with me, and it makes me really happy. All right, so what do you see here, guys? What is this? Clothes store. Exactly, Kate. Yeah. So you can say clothes shop or you can say clothing store. And if it's a new word for you, make sure to say it out loud together with me twice. Clothes shop. By the way, this word clothes can be pronounced in two different ways. Here you can see the transcription, which shows you clothes. You can say it clothes or just clothes. Clothes. It's easier. I usually say clothes. Clothes shop or clothing store. Clothing store. Let's go to the next one. What's this? It's a grocery store. You also can call it grocery store, or grocery store. And this one, it's a mall, or you also can call it shopping mall. Mall or shopping mall. And this one, exactly, it's a market. Market. You also can call it marketplace. Marketplace. And by the way, the prepositions with this word are at the market or in the market. For example, where are you? I'm at the market buying some foods, or I'm in the market and I'd like to buy apples. And what's this? So here you have different options. You can call it pharmacy, and it's an American version of this place, pharmacy, or drugstore, drugstore. And we have two British options, which are chemist or chemists, chemist or chemists. What's this? It's a place where you can buy newspapers or magazines. And who knows this word? Let me know in the chat box. So guys, it can be called news agent. News agent, it's British option, news agent. Or you also can say news agents. News agents. But an American version of this word is newsstand. Newsstand. This elderly man is standing at the newsstand. What's this place? It's where you can go and read a book or take a book with you. Library. Exactly. Library. Okay, now we have here prepositions, and you can see this cute little girl with a dog. And in the first picture, the dog is near the girl, near the girl. And then the dog is running, so it's far from the girl. Near, far. Near, far. For example, the supermarket is near my home. Or you also can say close to my home. Or no, it's very far from my home and I need to take the subway or drive there. Near, far. And also we have some measurements. Maybe you will need them. So probably you will need to measure something. Then you can use centimeters, centimeter, centimeter. Or you can use meters, meter, meter. Or you also can use kilometers, kilometer. You also can pronounce this word as kilometer, kilometer. But mostly I hear people saying kilometer, centimeter, meter, kilometer. So this is the area, for example, that is close to your house or your apartment building. So the area that surrounds the place where you live, it's called neighborhood. Yeah, and neighborhood also means like people who live next to you or close to you. And neighborhood also like the area which is near your home. And for example, you can say there are different nice places in my neighborhood. Neighborhood. All right, let's practice a bit. So I'd like to ask you a few questions and I'd like to answer in the chat box. And here I have the first question for you. Are there any shops in your neighborhood? What kinds of shops? What's your favorite one? How far is it from your home? And how often do you go there? So guys, let me know if there are any shops in your neighborhood. What's your favorite shop? How far is it from your home? And how often do you go there? So this is the first set of questions, and I'd like you to take part and type your answers, please. So guys, while you are typing your answers, I will give my examples. So there are not really many shops in my neighborhood. There are a few supermarkets. So I'm not sure that we can call them shops, but there are a few pharmacies. And there is also a market in my neighborhood. So what's your favorite one? My favorite one is, oh, in my neighborhood, I also have a shopping mall. And this is my favorite one because I can buy clothes there. How far is it from your home? I live in an apartment building and this clothes store is, I think it's about 10-minute walk away. How often do you go there? I go there rather often. Now we are having quarantine and I don't go there at all. But normally on most days, like on normal days, I often go there. All right, what are your answers? So, Kate, these are some shops in my neighborhood. Yeah, Kate, make sure that there are. So you need to use not these, but there. There are some shops in my neighborhood. All right. Okay, the next question. Is there a marketplace in your neighborhood and what do you usually buy there? So guys, this is a question for you. Is there a marketplace in your neighborhood and what do you usually buy there? Yeah, I've said this already. There is a marketplace in my neighborhood, but I don't go there. I don't like to go shopping to the market. I prefer to go grocery shopping in the supermarket. It's just more, I feel more comfortable. So guys, what about you? Can you answer these two questions? So we have here, Ramiz, there are some mall in my neighborhood. Make sure that it's malls, plural. And Victoria, yes, there is. I usually buy cottage cheese there. Yeah. I remember I used to buy cottage cheese at the market, but then I stopped. There was some problems with this cottage cheese and I decided no. But I'm sure, Victoria, that you buy super cottage cheese. Kate, there is a market near my home. Okay. All right, thanks, guys. So we go to the next question. How far do you live from where you work or from your school if you are a student? I live not far from my home. and it takes me only about 15 minutes to get to work if I walk at a normal pace. But if I walk quickly, it may take me about 10 minutes. So what about you guys? So Ramesh, actually, I don't like grocery shop, thus I usually prefer to go supermarket. Yeah, me too. So I don't like grocery shops, or you can say, yeah, shops. And I usually prefer to go to the supermarket. Kate, my work is not far my home. Yeah, not far from my home. Not far from my home. Thanks, guys. All right, we have the next question here. Are there any good cafes near your office or near your school? Which cafe do you go to? How far is it from where you work or from your school? I think there are a few good cafes not far from where I work, but I don't go to cafes. I usually have a long break and I go home and I eat my lunch there. And these cafes not far from my home, by the way, was this question. What about you guys? So, are there any good cafes not far from where you study or not far from where you work? And do you go there or no? So, Victoria, there are some good cafes in my neighborhood. I seldom visit cafes. I prefer eating at home. Me too. I don't trust cafes. Just, I just prefer to cook myself. I don't like to cook, but I don't like to eat food that was made by others, especially if it's a cafe and this is not a person who I know. And for me, it's hard, but I'm sure that you have great cafes, and if you go there, of course, that's great. All right, so we have some more questions here. Where do you usually buy food? So, guys, where do you usually buy food? I buy food at a supermarket. And you? So the next question, is there a subway station near your office or near your home? Yes, there is a subway station near my office, and it's also near my home because I live not far from where I work. What about you guys? Is there a subway station near your office or near your school or near your home? I usually buy food at supermarket. Okay. So usually it's at the supermarket. I like eating in coffee. Okay, Kate. So I like eating in a cafe, but there is not any good cafes near my home anymore. Uh-huh. And there is not any good cafes. Yeah, just make sure that it's coffee what you are writing, but we need to use cafe. Just spelling is a little bit different. It is near my home, Remis, okay? Yes, there is a subway station, very convenient. Exactly, it's super convenient. I agree. Okay, do you like shopping? What's your favorite kind of stores? Do you like shopping? And what's your favorite kind of stores? Actually, to tell you the truth, I don't like shopping that much. Only if I want to buy something special, or really I don't like shopping. Sometimes it can put me in a good mood when I buy some nice things for myself, or maybe I buy presents. My favorite kind of store is a shopping mall because there is a big choice usually. What about you? Hello from Brazil. Hi, nice to see you here. All right, let's go to the next one. How often do you buy new clothes for yourself? Where do you buy most of your clothes and why? How far is it from where you live and how do you usually get there? So while you are typing your answers in the chat box to this set of questions, I will give you my example. I buy clothes every season. Where do you buy most of your clothes? As I said, I buy most of my clothes at shopping malls. Why? Because there is a very big choice and I can choose from different options. How far is it from where you live? I go to different shopping malls, but my favorite one is close to my house. It takes me only 15 minutes, and it's my favorite one because it's not far from where I live. And how do you usually get there? I usually walk there. So, guys, what about you? Victoria, I don't like shopping very much. I like saving some money. Me too. I usually go shopping to the supermarkets. Okay. So, any other answers? Remiss. Obviously, I don't like shopping because when I shopping, I can choose easily. So when I go shopping or when I shop, I can't choose easily something easily. I buy clothes in local clothes shops and shopping malls. It's quite expensive, but there is always big choice and discounts. Mm-hmm. Great. Thank you, guys. So let's move on, all right? And we have the final question here. What do you like? Who do you like going shopping with? Who do you like going shopping with? I like going shopping with my husband because he is really good at helping me. And I think he has a very nice taste in clothes and it helps me a lot. So what about you? Victoria, I don't like buying clothes on my own. I need some advice. Yeah, me too. Anyone else? Would you like to share your ideas with us, guys? All right, so let's move on, okay? We have some more answers. I like going shopping with my niece and sisters. Great. All right, so let's go to the next slide here. And these are expressions that might be helpful when you go somewhere or maybe when somebody asks you for help. So the first one, could you tell me the way to? Let's imagine you are abroad and you don't know how to get to the supermarket. And you ask, could you tell me the way to the supermarket? Or could you tell me the way to the nearest subway station? Could you tell me the way to? Also, when, for example, somebody has a car and they can drive you somewhere, you can ask a question, could you bring me to? Could you bring me to? Could you bring me to the airport? Or, how can I get to? How can I get to? How can I get to the pharmacy? Or, can you help me find? Can you help me find? Can you help me find the nearest supermarket? Or, I'm looking for, I'm looking for, I'm looking for a subway station. I'm looking for a subway station. So these are all expressions that you could use. Yeah, in this situation, I have some more answers. Ramiz, I like going to shopping alone because I don't like having a girlfriend. I like going shopping. Make sure it's without two. And Kate, I like going shopping with my cousin. Okay, thank you guys. So let's move on. We have these nice expressions, and here are some directions. And this direction, can you guess what it means? The answer, walk along the street. Walk along the street. Walk along the street. And this one? Drive along the road. Drive along the road. Drive along the road. And this one? Yeah, you had some ideas, or means straight or go straight ahead. Yeah, it was possible. So, cross the road. Cross the road. In this one, we have a school and then we have a park. And in order to get to the park from the school, you need to cross the road. And what do we call this? So, like, where is the school? Path? Yeah, so the answer is the park is across from the school, or the school is across from the park. So the park is across from the school, across from. And this one? So there is a shop and people are walking. And how are they walking? So it's pass the shop, pass the shop. Pass here functions as a verb. I can say just pass the shop. It's like walk by. Or you also can say go past the shop. Go past the shop. Now go is a verb. Pass the shop, go past the shop. In this one, pass the shop, exactly. Yaramis, it's correct. And this one, through the park, through the park. So the kids are cycling through the park, through the park. Yeah, I can see your answers. Thank you, guys. And we have a Christmas tree, and the children are dancing or are walking. How are they walking? around. So they are dancing around the Christmas tree. Around. You also can say walk around the building or walk around the hospital. All right, so now we're going to do a little exercise to practice. So what we see here is we see the farm, and how does Adam usually get to the farm? You can see his footprints, how he goes there, and we have also prepositions through, along, past, and around. And the first one is done. So first one. First, Adam walks across the road. So you can see his footprints and he leaves his house and he walks across the road. He's here. So what happens next? Number 2. Can you type your answers? Then he goes how? So I have answers through. Yeah, so then that's correct, of course. Then he goes through the forest. Exactly. So it's here. You can see that he goes through the forest. All right, what about number 3? Afterwards, he blah blah blah, the house. So here you need to use a verb and preposition together. So what are your answers? So afterwards, he goes or he walks, or maybe he runs, who knows? He walks past the house. And you can see it on the picture. Past the house. All right, number 4. Oops, number 4. Then the lake. So here we need actually to insert several words to make a sentence. And the answer is then Adam, let's say runs, maybe he runs. Runs exactly around the lake. Yeah, so Adam runs around the lake. And finally, number 5, let's make a sentence. And finally, he walks along the river. And you can see it here. So he walks along the river. All right, I hope that you did well. I see your answer is great. Thank you, guys. Now let's move on. We have one more exercise here. So you can see here different prepositions. You need to choose the correct option. So the first one is around. What's number 2, guys? What do you think? Is it past, through, or across? And the correct answer is through. Through. Maybe through the park or through the forest. Number 3, it's along, past, or around. And the correct answer is along. Along the road. Number 4, is it in, through, or across? And the correct answer is across. So you go across the bridge, across the road. Number 5, around, along, or past. And the correct answer is past. So you go past the shop, past the building, past the chemists, past the pharmacy, past the bank. Okay, I hope that you did well. I can see your good answers. Thank you, guys. Let's move on to the next exercise. So, write suitable words. The first one has been done for us. Along the river. Number 2, what do you think goes here? And the correct answer is around. So, yeah, I can see your correct answers. Remise, you were the first. Yeah, around the castle. Number 3, what's the answer? And the answer is past. Past the supermarket. Past the supermarket. Number 4. And the answer is across the bridge. Across the bridge. Number 5. And number 5 is through the market. Through the market. Okay, I hope you did well. I can see some of your answers, which are great. Thank you for active participation. It is really encouraging. So let's move on to our presentation. And I have some more directions for you to learn. So guys, what's this direction? It's turn right. Very easy. I bet everyone knows it. Turn right. Turn right. And here, of course, turn left. Turn left. And what do you see here? Go straight ahead. Go straight ahead. You also can say go straight or go ahead, but you also can say go straight ahead. Don't turn right or left. What do you think this means? It's like when you are walking and you will see some place or a building or a house. And the answer is it's on the right or it's on your right. For example, just walk straight ahead and you'll see a building on your right or on the right. It's on the right. It's on your right. And here's the opposite direction. Exactly, it's on the left. It's on the left. Or it's on your left. It's on your left. And what's this? So this is a situation when you have the road or the street and there are turnings. And it's not one turning, maybe several turnings. The answer would be Take the first street on the left. Take the first street on the left. Or you also can call it take the first turning on the left. Take the first turning on the left. And this one is take the second street on the left. Take the second street on the left. Or take the second turning on the left. Take the second turning on the left. Yeah, this brings us to the end of the presentation, and we will practice now. Alright, so what will you see now is, here you see, guys, a map. And on the map, you can see we have different places. We have a school, internet cafe, car park. It's where you can park your car. You also can call it parking lot if it's American. Supermarket, railway station, news agents, bank, cafe, bookshop, and also there are streets. Cambridge Street, Main Street, South Street, Station Road, East Street, and Park Street. And also you can see four places which are without the names, but you can see numbers from 1 to 4. And now we are going to practice. So we first start at the internet cafe. So guys, internet cafe is here. All right, so we start at the internet cafe. And your task is to listen to directions, and you need to follow the directions. And then you will go to either place 4 or 1 or 2 or 3. So you need to tell me the number of the place where you come and the name of this place. Ready? Let's do it.
Tape script 5.2. Listen to the directions. 1.
Start at the internet cafe. Go into Main Street. Take the first street on the right. It's next to the bookshop. It's the music shop.
Alright, so guys, I think it's pretty easy. Do you have any ideas? What's the number of the place and what is this place? What's the name of the place? Alright guys, so it was place number 4 and it was music shop. Music shop. Let's listen one more time and let's follow the direction together so that you just check yourselves.
1.
Start at the internet cafe. Go into Main Street. Take the
Just a minute, I'm sorry. Let's start from the beginning, I'm sorry.
Start at the internet cafe. Go into Main Street. Take the first street on the right. It's next to the bookshop. It's the music shop.
Alright, so let's
2.
listen to number 2.
Start at the bookshop.
Alright, now what we do, we start at the bookshop. So here's our bookshop. You can see it here. And we start at the bookshop. Let's listen and follow the directions.
Go into South Street. Take the second street on the right. It's on the left. It's the chemist's.
Alright, so what's the number of the place and what's the name of the place, guys? What do you think? Alright, so it's place number 2 and it's chemists. So you also can call it chemist or pharmacy. Chemists. Let's listen one more time so that I'll give you the opportunity to check yourself. So let's do this again.
2.
Start at the bookshop. Go into South Street. Take the second street on the right. It's on the left. It's the chemist's.
3.
Alright, so now number 3.
Start at the railway station.
And we start at the railway station. So just to help you a little bit, a railway station is here. So we start at the railway station and let's listen to directions.
Go straight ahead. You're in South Street. It's on the left, next to the newsagents. It's the post office.
Alright, so guys, what's the number of the place and what's the name of the place? And it was place number 1 and it was the post office. Post office. And finally, of course, we know that this is place number... Oh, sorry, let's check. Okay, let's listen one more time. So start at the railway station.
3. Start at the railway station. Go straight ahead. You're in South Street. It's on the left, next to the newsagents. It's the post office.
All right. And the final one.
4.
Start at the school.
All right, so we start at the school. Here is the school. And let's start at the school and let's listen to the direction.
You're in Cambridge Street. Take the first street on the right. Go straight ahead. Take the second street on the left. It's on the left. It's the cinema.
So we understand the number, and what is this place? So number 3 is cinema. You also can call it movie theater. It's an American version. The British say cinema. Let's listen one more time how she is describing this.
Said, you're in to the newsagents. Post office. 4.
Start at the school. You're in Cambridge Street. Take the first street on the right. Go straight ahead. Take the second street on the left. It's on the left. It's the cinema.
All right. So guys, I hope you did well. Now we will practice a little bit more and we will practice with you dialogues. So let's go to the next exercise here. So you need to listen to the conversations and here to fill in the blanks with suitable expressions. It's easy, but anyways, let's practice. So I'd like you to listen first and think of the words that we need to insert. So let's take a listen.
Tape script 5.3. Listen to the conversations. 1.
Excuse me, is there a supermarket near here?
Yes. Go straight ahead and it's on the right.
Is it far?
No, just 5 minutes, that's all.
Alright guys, so let's listen sentence by sentence and fill in the blanks with the words, and you can type your answers in the chat box.
Listen to the conversations. 1.
Excuse me, is there a supermarket near here?
So, and the answers are excuse me, is there a supermarket near here? Excuse me, is there a supermarket near here? I can see correct answers. Thank you, Ramiz. Exactly. Alright, let's go on.
Yes. Go straight ahead and it's on the right.
Yes, go straight ahead and it's on the right. Yes, go straight ahead and it's on the right.
Is it far?
No, just 5 minutes, that's all.
Is it far? Is it far? No, just 5 minutes. That's all. Alright, let's read the whole dialogue one more time. Excuse me, is there a supermarket near here? Yes, go straight ahead and it's on the right. Is it far? No, just 5 minutes. That's all. Thank you guys for your answers. Now let's go to the second dialogue. So first let's listen to it.
2.
Excuse me, is there a bank near here? Yes, it's in Park Street. Go straight ahead and take the first street on the left. It's on the left. Oh yes, thanks.
Alright, let's listen one more time and fill in the blanks sentence by sentence.
Excuse me, is there a bank near here?
So, what are the answers? Excuse me. Excuse me, is there a bank near here?
Yes, it's in Park Street.
Yes, it's... Yeah, Ramis, that's correct. It's in Park Street.
Go straight ahead and take the first street on the left.
Go straight ahead and take the first street on the... Who remembers? On the left. Go straight ahead and take the first street on the left.
It's on the left.
It's on the... Alright, so let's read the whole dialogue one more time. Excuse me, is there a bank near here? Yes, it's in Park Street. Go straight ahead and take the first street on the left. It's on the left. Oh, yes, thanks. And let's listen to the last dialogue.
Oh, yes, thanks.
3.
Excuse me, is there a chemist's near here?
Yes. Take the first street on the right. It's in Main Street, and it's on the right.
Thanks a lot.
Alright, so let's listen one more time and try and fill in the blanks.
Chemist's near here? Excuse me? Excuse me? Is there a chemist's near here?
So, yeah, exactly. Excuse me. Is there a chemist near here? Excuse me. Is there a chemist near here?
Yes. Take the first street on the right.
Yes. Take the first street on the right. Take the first street on the right.
It's in Main Street.
It's in Main Street. It's in Main Street.
And it's on the right.
And it's on the right. It's on Main Street and it's on the right.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot. Which means thank you very much. So let's read the last dialogue. Excuse me, is there a chemist near here? Yes, take the first street on the right. It's on Main Street and it's on the right. Thanks a lot. Alright guys, I hope that you did well. I can see your comments. That's great. Thank you a lot. Now we will have the last practice and we will do one more task. So here, now you see we have the neighborhood. So it's 3rd Avenue and Main Street. Just one moment. And what I'd like you to do is, we have a situation here. So let's imagine that, so we called a agency and we wanna, let's say we wanna buy an apartment or probably rent an apartment. We are not sure yet. And we called to the agent and he or she explained to us that we need to go there and we can look at our apartment. So, and we came here and we took the subway, and here you can see in red there is a subway. If you don't see it, I will show it to you. Ooh, here is the subway. Okay? Yeah, and now you listen to the directions. We have 4 apartment buildings. So apartment building number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. And you need to go to one of these apartments. Listen to my directions. We are at the subway right now, and listen to me carefully and write down the number of this apartment. Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? Okay, ready. So I am reading this. You know, I need to open it for myself before I read it to you. Just 1 second. Yeah, so get off the subway and you'll see an apartment building across the road. Get off the subway and you'll see an apartment building across the road. So, cross the road, turn left, and go past the library. Cross the road, turn left, and go past the library. Then take the first street on the right and walk along Main Street. So then take the first street on the right and walk along Main Street. Go straight ahead and you'll see the apartment building on your left between the video store and the police station. Go straight ahead and you'll see the apartment building on your left between the video store and the police station. It's across from the grocery store. So, what's your answer? What is this apartment building? Is it number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4? What do you guys think? One, two. So is it 1 or is it 2? You need to choose only one. All right, guys, so let's do it together. I'll help you and you'll check yourself, okay? So so we are at the subway. We get off the subway and we will see the apartment building number 1. It's not our apartment building, we just will see it across the road. So we cross the road, we cross the road and turn left and go past the library. Then take the first street on the right and walk along Main Street. Go straight ahead and you'll see apartment building on your left between the video store and the police station. And it's across from the grocery store. So this is apartment building number 2. This is the answer. Yeah, exactly, Miss. It's number 2. Of course, I don't want to leave you without any homework. And what I'd like you to do, you can see this map right in front of you on the screen. Let's imagine that I need to find an apartment. And you need to choose one of the apartments. So number 2 we have already described. So you have 3 options: apartment building 1, apartment building 3, or apartment building 4. And in the comments below the video, so when we finish this lesson, you'll see the video of this lesson. And in the comments, write directions to me from the subway to apartment building 1, to apartment building 3, or to apartment building 4, without naming, of course, this apartment. And I will read your directions and I will need to guess the apartment building number, okay? So it's your homework, it's for practice. And this brings us to the end of our webinar or of our live stream. Thank you very much for being with me today, especially if you have been with me up to the end. Thank you very much again. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet and you'd like to get notified of all our upcoming live streams, make sure to hit the subscribe button and a bell icon. Also, if you'd like to study with us, we have lessons. And you can check our website, losangeles.englishschool.com, and find out everything you need about studying with us. Thank you again. I wish you have a great day and see you next time. Bye.